and welcome to Comics with Jose. My name is Jose. I love comics and I want to share them with you. Follow me on Twitter at Art of J Velez, on Instagram at jvelez622. We're going to review some comics that I like, that I love, and some that I don't like or love. I own all the comic books that I am showing. Even though we're going to be looking at them digitally, I actually have copies of every single comic book that we are going to review. Like and subscribe, and thanks for listening. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Thanks so much for joining me again. I like talking about comic books, and today I'm going to talk about Amazing Spider-Man number 318 from 1989 by the one and only Todd McFarlane. This comic book, not this one in particular, but this series, this artist in Todd McFarlane was a game changer to me. Seeing this art was just so different than anything what Todd did was different than anything else um, did, and I just absolutely um, was mesmerized by this. This is when I knew that I was just in this little hobby of mine. It was just more than just a hobby. It was just a passion. So comic books during this era, um, pretty much between the mid '80s to early '90s, was just I think a such a boom. And seeing Todd McFarlane and do things to Spider-Man that just had never been done, and this webbing and the poses and just amazing. So what we start out with the Scorpion here, and this credits here David Michelini, writer, Todd McFarlane, art. So um, this dude here is being hired by um, his Justin Hammer. So right now he's practicing this new tail, this new uniform that he got, and he wants to get even with J. Jonah Jameson, who had um, written some stuff about him. So this is Justin Hammer, who is one of Iron Man's um, antagonists here, and he's the one that has been financing him. One of the things that I really like is just how McFarlane does these close-ups. They're just not very many people do this. Greg Capullo is one of the few people, which is why McFarlane chose him to do Spawn. But you normally don't see this in modern day comic books. So He, the Justin Hammer is hiring him to kidnap a United States general. Real quick here, the eye um, doesn't look too good. Even Todd McFarlane doesn't draw everything perfect at all times, but that's all right. He gets the main stuff right. But yeah, this eye doesn't look very good. I love the puffing of the smoke. That is a trope of his. Um, and so he will get him the general here. I love how McFarlane just puts in all these dashes and all these marks. So cool. So off goes the Scorpion to go get the general. And so here he talks about that he may offer him a contract if he's successful with his mission. But once again, just look at right now, we're looking at this panel with the eye here. McFarlane is so good at doing these um, horizontal panels and just It's amazing. This was during his peak time. This is when he really was on top of the world. Um, this era of Spider-Man. So so right now, this guy's showing Peter and Mary Jane an apartment. Um, they were, of course, kicked out in Amazing Spider-Man 314, which you should be able to find because I've done a video on that. I've done 314, 15, 16, and 17. So there are four of Todd McFarlane's peak issues there. Um, so she is they're looking for an apartment which is too expensive, and so they're going to continue looking, and Peter's going to go to work, and so off they go. And here we go with another wonderful, beautiful pose. These, I'm telling you, if you don't look at this and go, oh my goodness gracious, what an amazing artist he is. This is why Todd McFarlane was so popular. I mean, for doing these incredible Spider-Man poses. I just fawn over them, so forgive me. So he's taking pictures, but he can't seem to find some pictures that are worth big money for the Bugle. So um, right now, also there's another story going on in which J. Jonah Jameson's actually been the chameleon over at Spectacular Spider-Man. So this part here is just explaining that J. Jonah Jameson is only buying Spider-Man photos from another photographer, and so he is. This will play a key role later on in the story, but um, the chameleon is J. Jonah Jameson. So, or J. Jonah Jameson is the chameleon because J. Jonah Jameson has been kidnapped. But another uh, diagonal panel by McFarlane, who is just a master at them. And so he did not get those pictures sold. So, and here um, is Jameson, who, like I said, is actually the chameleon. And they're saying just how different he is because he's just locks himself watching old movies. And so here it tells you, see Web of Spider-Man or Spectacular Spider-Man, which were titles that were being sold concurrently. So Mary Jane was gonna have a modeling gig. Real quick, the top panel, very very nice, but the person canceled, and it's they've been canceling on her, and so she went to a club to go dance. And so she arrives kind of late, and Peter, um, he's kind of getting after her, and um, they end up cuddling because it's them. But good drama going on and happening. So, because she's upset she can't find work. One of the things is that with Mary Jane, Tom McFarlane does normally not draw that many women. Everything is men. So even I wish he would practice more, because his women just don't turn out nearly as well as the men. And so we're running into now kind of another story in which Harry Osborn, I know it looks like Norman Osborn, but this is his son Harry, and he has some Green Goblin stuff hiding. So this is for, setting up other stories in the future. But Todd McFarlane does not stick around for those stories. So he's going to cover the story with the General Musgrave. And so here comes the General. He's just going to go somewhere to go take some pictures. And the Scorpion's arriving. I like these two panels kind of showing them side by side. And the Scorpion is um, going to put on his stuff. And look at this. Very cool. So, and one is going to hide to go take pictures, and the other one is just going up to go kidnap the General. So, he tells them where the General is, and he has his a poison that makes people obedient. So that's why he says, "Be a good watchdog." He's out um, barking. Another great pose by McFarlane, telling this dude. So here comes the General, and suddenly there's the Scorpion, and the General shoots him. Doesn't work. Here comes Spiderman. Throws webbing in his eyes, but it didn't work because of the new costume. Doesn't let him stick. Another great panel. Just look at all the marks here. I mean, McFarlane is just amazing. So they fight. A lot of great action here. McFarlane's much better at close-ups, and when he does things far away, he tends to not do that much detail. That's why when he does these things, he just kind of gets them fast, so you can see that when he does things far away, there's just not much detail. So um, he's Spider-Man is trying to hold this up, and he's getting away with the General, but he hears him say, "Oh my God, this is gonna make Jameson ecstatic because he's taking pictures," and he hears Jameson, and he's upset. He's actually helping his enemy make money. Great drawing here, and he decides that he will trade the General for J. Jonah Jameson, and he has to get back in an hour, 60 minutes. So very, very, very awesome issue. Like I said, this is peak McFarlane during this time. So, well, hope you liked it. Amazing Spider-Man number 318 from 1989. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.